Hey, Tony Gaskins here. Now this shirt should be under the video or on TonyGaskinsStore.com. Wanted to pop in and talk to you about 5 ways to make a long distance relationship work. This question has been coming to me on my Instagram. Make sure you read those Q&As that I try to do almost every day on my Instagram story. But I get so many questions about long distance relationships, and I was gonna do a video on it the other week, and it went somewhere totally different. But this gonna be concise and about making a long distance relationship work. Because of online dating and social media, long distance relationships are becoming more of a thing. I express my views on it. I'm not a fan of it if you can avoid it, but if you can't, then I get it. Now, first, let me help you understand that in order for a long distance relationship to work, the man and the woman have to be special individuals. If there's any deviation in the personality, if there's any perversion, if there's any toxicity, if there is any promiscuity, anything to where one of you were exposed to sex at a young age and you kind of became promiscuous or loose, this long distance relationship is not going to work. Unfortunately, I hate to break it to you, it's not going to work because you don't have enough physical touch, you don't have enough in-person chemistry, you don't get to see each other enough, be with each other enough. It's just not going to work. It's you have to make a move quickly. But let's get on into it. Now, I need you to understand, when you are long distance, you first have to make sure that you have daily communication. That's number one. Daily communication. Skipping a day is not okay. Ever. It's never okay to skip a day of communication when you are in a long distance relationship. And it needs to be FaceTime communication. It needs to be FaceTime, not just cell phone. It needs to be Skype, FaceTime, something on video daily. And if you only get to do the FaceTime for 15 minutes and then you're on the phone for an hour, then great. But the goal is 1 hour of communication every day. If you have to break it up into 15-minute increments, okay. Half hour increments, okay. If you can do an hour straight, that's great. Like before bed, that's great. If you're not on the same time zone, then that's going to be a little difficult. But the reason why you need to communicate daily is because that strengthens the relationship. It builds your relationship. It keeps you in touch. It keeps you intact. And it decreases the chances of the mind wandering and being open to other conversation and communication from other people that's in your city with you. Because when you are long distance, it is extremely easy to run into somebody at the gym and an innocent conversation strikes up. And then you continue to have these innocent conversations, and it turns into one thing to the next, and it literally goes from just talking at the gym to, hey, I picked something up for you, because what we were talking about, and I'll swing it by to your house because I'm not going to be at the gym for a few days, so I'll swing it by your house. And then you're like, okay, cool. Well, here's my address. I live over such and such. And you feel comfortable because you've been talking to this man or woman for like a month. Every time y'all bump into each other at the smoothie bar at the gym. And so they swing by, and next thing you know, they knock on the door, like, and they're standing there talking. Y'all talking like 15 minutes about the little gadget that he picked up, and you're like, just step in for a second, and it's cool. Do you need any water or anything? He sit down on the couch. Next thing you know, your man out here in another state, or your woman in another state, and now you got somebody at your house. Or even if you go outside and you talking, but y'all talking for 15, 20 minutes, you say, you know what, let me sit down real quick because it's something I want to tell you, because this is a really crazy story. Let me share the story with you. And you talking, the next thing you know, boom, he lean in for a kiss. This happens every single day. When you're in a long distance relationship, but you meet somebody in person. Actually, just last night, I think it was, a lady wrote in, if you don't believe me, a lady wrote in and she said, I'm in love with someone long distance, but the man near me in my city is doing everything right. So it's like, and the lady, she looked classy. Like, she looked classy. She got the, the hairstyle from the movie The Help. Got the classy little hairstyle that come down up under your ear. She ain't got nothing all, extravagant and wild or attention seeking. She looked like a school teacher. Just classy, put together, and then here she is cheating. Because got the man long distance that she say she in love with. You can't be in love with somebody if y'all ain't got some kind of something going on. And then, but got a man in person courting her. Say he doing everything right. So she juggling her two men. Now, for men in long distance relationship, that's natural, that's normal. That's normal. To have a woman in his city and then his woman that's back home. That's 9 out of 10 men. That's 9 out of 10 men. I hate to tell y'all that, but listen, if you so gung ho and you set on making this thing work, I want to give you the tips to help make it work. These are non-negotiable. You got to communicate every day. The only way you're not communicating daily is if he is, which we done come out of Afghanistan now, but if he was over there and he on the base and and stuff is really going on, God bless everything that's going on over there. Lord, I'm praying for y'all over there. God bless you. But things could get intense. If he on a submarine and they under the water and it's not his night to use the transmitter phone, that's different. Okay, but other than that, every single day y'all supposed to be communicating at least an hour a day, and you have to get to that point. Now, the other thing, what you want to do, number 2, is be creative. Be creative. Now, one thing about these here teachings, these online Instagram pages that's for love and relationships, they watching my videos and they using all my teachings for the Instagram content. Yeah, I see y'all. Yeah, go on, put my name on there. This because I'm making this stuff up. Go on, put my name on there. Thank you. Stop stealing for your business crash. So you want to be creative. Now, what I mean by this be creative is every week y'all should write a handwritten letter. Instead of just talking on the phone an hour a day, write a handwritten letter. Every paycheck, y'all both should take a percentage of your paycheck. It can be 5%, 10%, or it could be an amount that you agree on. And you say, hey, every paycheck, let's send each other a thoughtful gift that is no more than $25, $50. What do you say about that? Now, if you with somebody that's frugal, oh, that's a lot of money. Do you know if you put that amount of money in an ETF at the age of 65, you'll be a millionaire? So why would we send a gift? Like, what is a gift? It's like, okay, now you see you might have a long relationship. This person you want to be with, that's that frugal, you can't even cut the edges off your bread off. What are you doing? That could feed a whole village. And you cutting the edges off your bread? Do you know how much bread you're wasting? I say that because my wife had me cut the edges off her bread, and then she do the same thing for our sons because that's how she eat it. I tear them edges up on that bread. And so now this little telling, wow, Mr. Frugal, Mrs. Frugal, it's like, oh my goodness. It's my goodness. And so this creativity, handwritten letter. Now what you could do, which we'll talk about this. That'll be frustrating. Handwritten letter, and then choose a day out the month. It could be a different day, or it could be the same day if you want the person to have something to look forward to. And you send a for nothing gift. Y'all agree Because what'll happen is one person will be doing all the loving. If you don't agree on this, one person will be doing all the loving, and it'll be the man keep doing for the woman, and the woman ain't doing nothing for the man, or vice versa. And so agree, say, hey, this could be in exchange of the 5% gift out of each paycheck. It could be, hey, once a month, let's set a budget that's like $50 a month or $100 a month, and once a month, let's send a For Nothing gift. It could be on any day of the month. Let's send a For Nothing gift. And you cannot forget. And if you forget, then you need to put your penalty in place. What somebody have to do for the other person. So you creative. And you thinking outside the box. Get her some flowers delivered to her job. Get him his favorite pair of underwear or a gadget that he using for his hobby delivered to his place where he's at. Be creative, because that is going to just keep the mind engaged, keep the spirit, heart flowing, pumping good for the relationship. You got to get to that place. Number 3, be best friends. Be best friends. You got the person that you in this long distance relationship has to be your best friend in order for it to work. You can't have a best friend that you tell everything to, and then you tell half of that to the person you're in a long distance relationship with. And it should feel equal. The woman should feel like the man is telling all of his business, and vice versa. You best friends. And so in the conversation, you building, when you're talking an hour a day, you're building on the firm foundation of friendship. You're in a romantic relationship, but you're building on the firm foundation of friendship. So what this means is, this is your best friend. I could tell you, I am my wife's best friend. She talks to me about everything. Everything. And a lot of the stuff is like, she doesn't have kingdom shifting conversations. Like, nothing that my wife talks about is like a big deal. Like, it's a big deal because it's her interest, but it's not like she never comes to me with what we need to work on in our relationship. Where we're struggling at, where she needs more love at. She just talked to me, and it'll be like this. Hey, so look, this is what I did. So that frame that I had? Okay, instead of that frame, I've decided I'm going to get this kind of frame. And instead of getting 4 little ones, I'm going to get 1 big one. And it's going to be like 38 by 48. And then that scarf you bought me from Chanel? I'm going to spread that scarf out and put that in the frame. And that's going to be right there on our wall. What do you think about that? And I might be answering the Q&A on Instagram. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. And then let me tell you something. So I was talking to Lil T, and this is what he told me. He was like, he did it. Like, he had 4 assists. They had 6 goals, and 4 of them was his assists. And it's like, that's something good right there, isn't it? That's something real good, isn't it? I mean, he is showing them. And so she just talking, and she'll talk like that nonstop. My wife will be like, hey, okay, I'm finna go. This morning I was brushing my teeth. She's like, hey, I'm about to go. I'm about to go get my nails done. I think she said nail. I'm about to go get my nails done because we still working on the Parents Helping Parents course. For those of y'all who have pre-ordered, the Parents Helping Parents is coming. I'm hoping for next week it'll start rolling on out section by section, okay? So she's like, I'm going to get my nails done so we could finish up the course. And I was like, okay. And when she was getting ready to walk out, she's like, hey, you see what I did right here? With the bath hooks, the bath towel hooks. So she got these hooks, and it's sticking to the wall, and it's a circle, and it looked like tile, black and white tile, and it got a T on it for mine, and hers got an S on it. And she's like, but I didn't something all the way in the wall, so just don't tug on it. I was like, okay. And she just standing there talking about it. She already running late for her nails, But she just standing there talking. And if I look her in the eye, see, I'm in the mirror brushing my teeth and I'm looking and I'm kind of listening. But if I stop and I look her in the eye, she'll talk 30 minutes and miss the whole appointment. That's what I mean by best friends. When you become best friends, you excited to get on the phone. And y'all talking about stuff that's moving the needle in your heart. You ain't just arguing. A lady wrote about her long distance relationship. She said he always argue. He argue with me all the time and he hang up the phone on me. He's cheating. He is cheating. Point blank period. When it's your best friend and you get the privilege of talking to your best friend an hour a day, you're not trying to argue and you're not trying to hang up no phone. So understand that. You want things to be cool, calm, collected, and great communication. Now, your next step, number 4, is reduce the nasty. Reduce the nasty. So what I mean by this is it's very dangerous as a woman if you sending nude to your man on the phone. You sending then he's getting them and he doing something ungodly to them, or you sending videos and you sending pictures because you read this in Cosmopolitan. But what you don't realize is it's a good possibility this relationship not gonna last, and now he got all these videos and all these pictures of you, and they finna be on sites. Your stuff finna be on all kind of sites. He finna be making money off you on all kind of little back page sites, and then he gonna be using your pictures and using your stuff to where he'll use a picture of you on a dating site in the Ukraine, in Germany, in a whole nother country. He got your picture on that site, and he talking to this man with your picture through WhatsApp, and he getting this man this oil money getting wired over to his account. And then he talking, but he telling the man, I'm in a situation, I can't really talk on the phone, but I could talk through WhatsApp and I could send you videos and pictures. Yeah, he's sending your video, sending your pictures. That man over there, let me wire another 10,000. This man getting his mortgage paid for, all your ex-boyfriend that you were long distance with that got all your nasty stuff. He making money off of it now. He making money off of it. He done created a whole only such and such.com on the only site and using your video. Got your video, got a $9.99 a month subscription. Subscribed up. You'll never know, because the name on there is Bumblebee 305. So you go on there, you looking for your birth name. You searching your name. He got you on there as Bumblebee 305. He eating, just posting all your pictures. Just he giving them one a week. Y'all was long distance for 2 years. He got 104 new of you that now the site is canceling the actual right there what I read an article about it, but they say they still gonna allow the pictures and all of that. So with them 104 pictures, he got his subscribers $9.99 a month. You get one a week. Ugh. He know they gonna fall off because the account gonna get declined because the bank don't agree with the website, so the bank finna stop approving it eventually, or these men broke, and so that it's not going through. They can't pay that $9.99 a month. So what's gonna happen is they're gonna be falling off. So after he get through year 1 with your pictures, with your nude, now he got a whole nother year to getting through with your pictures. And then, but see, the audience is recycling. So being that the audience recycling, he could live off your 104 pictures for the next 5 years. Because after the 52, he send the next 52. By the time he get ready to reuse the first 52, all the subscribers that was in that first year, they done fell off. And the ones who still, you sent that picture in 2021. This is ridiculous. You need to take some new pictures, woman. But hey, this year 3, he just flick them off, send them emojis, he's shooting the bird, and he eating off your pictures. Listen to me. Stop sending these nasty pictures and these nasty videos, because for two, you on the cloud. The other thing, you on the cloud. The Apple employees, they send right. Hey, come here. Ooh, she sent a good one today. Ooh, ooh, uh-oh, she finna use that? Oh, man, she putting the whole thing in there? Oh, man, oh, man. You on the cloud. You was on the cloud. I'm trying to tell you. And you're not technically allowed to do that stuff. You're not technically allowed to do that. I remember in my young days, me and my wife were distant. We was on the road. All right. Happening. All right. Skype. Skype just cut the feed. I'm like, hold on. Now how my Skype just get cut off? They got to monitor that. That's in their terms and conditions. They see you on there doing that. To God be the glory, ain't had no brand. To God be the glory, ain't had no brand. Because do you remember when the author who be preaching to and producing films, when his wife nude came out, when the basketball player wife nude came out? Now see, I ain't Google it now, because I ain't want that stuff popping on up on my stuff and chasing me around the way up. But yeah, you know where it came from? The cloud. They just doing what married couples do. They trying to, well, we just keeping the we keeping the keeping the zeal. So show me that old pull that shirt down. Let me see that thing. Ooh. They think they doing something good. They want to put it in a book. But guess what? It's on the cloud. So now it's hacked and it's sent. I talked to a couple millionaires. One millionaire. They don't have Apple. I said, why y'all ain't got no iPhone? The millionaire told me, he said, man, to be honest with you, because of that cloud. He said, to be honest with you, that's the reason why I ain't got none, because of that cloud. I was like, oh, wow, man, for real? He was like, yeah, because of that cloud. Because that cloud, that thing could be synced to the laptop. You could be sending messages and somebody right on your lap. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Because of the cloud. Right there. On your iPad, on your laptop. Listen, reduce the nasty. Wait till y'all see each other in person. Because, see, let me tell you now, the man, when you get into all this nasty stuff, you building the relationship the wrong way. Because you're building it on lust. You build it on lust, not on friendship. And see, if left up to a man or to a woman who was touched early, either one will destroy the relationship building it on lust. For a man, it's natural. He didn't have to be touched. Typically for a woman, it's because she was exposed to this stuff between the ages of 11 and 15, and it turned her out. So she's very promiscuous, very frisky, very like this right here. But what I found is a woman who has not been exposed to something at a premature age, she could live without that stuff. Like, she don't ask for it, she don't need it. It's typically when that's been turned on in a woman. And a lot of times the women who are freaky like that don't realize the root cause of that freakiness. And they don't realize that, no, that's not normal for women. It's normal for you because of what you've gone through, what you've done with your body, what you've seen, what you've experienced. But that's not normal for women because you haven't dated over 100 women as a woman. So you know what you do and your libido and how you want to get a dang-a-lang picture or send a picture of your peach cobbler. But that's you. And that might be your friend group because birds of a feather flock together. But that's not normal for women. So if you are hot in the pants as a woman and you want to send these videos and send these pictures, I want you to understand, no, that's not normal. That's not normal for women. For men, that is very much normal because men are wired and conditioned by society to spread their wild oats, and women are wired and conditioned by society to save themselves for the man. And men will use an example of, that's why A man could sleep with 100 women in 100 days and get all 100 pregnant. But if a woman get pregnant, she can only carry one man child. So that means the man's supposed to, is wired to sleep around, and the woman is wired to be with one man. Men will use that. And biologically now, that is true. A woman can't carry 2 men babies at once, biologically. But a man could get 2 women pregnant in the same day, at the same, or next day. And that happens. A lot of women have had a baby at the same time their husband, mistress had a baby, or their boyfriend, other girlfriend had a baby. And that don't justify the behavior, though. Understand this. That don't justify the behavior of a man, but society reinforces that from a man. So men are very sexual, so a man, if left up to the man, he'll build this relationship the complete wrong way. He will build it solely on lust. Hey, send me a picture. Hey, send me a video. Hey, do this right here. Put this right here in there. Send me a video. As soon as y'all break up, man, look at this. H, I was dating. Here, this is what she sent me. Here. He sent it to his homeboy. His homeboy like, whoa, bro, you sent him a picture of your girl? Man, I ain't with her no more, man. We broke up, man, because she nasty anyway. Man, I probably wasn't even the only one getting that video. She probably sent that video to her ex-boyfriend, 3-4 guys. So now your stuff circulating. It's women who watch this video who can attest to this, that they were threatened or blackmailed by the man when they broke up about their pictures. And this is classy women too, quote unquote classy women who have only been with 3 men, 4 men, who got a small list of men who society would say, oh, you classy, is getting blackmailed with their pictures as well. Because even quote unquote classy women fall into the trap of sending to their man. Calling themselves, let me keep the relationship hot. If I don't send him this, he gonna get it elsewhere. But that ain't doing nothing for him. It's a picture or a video. It ain't doing nothing. It's not satisfying anything. All it's doing is it's increasing his lust, because all he could do is right here with his hand, and that's not the real thing. So the body is still not satisfied. So then he used that as like pregame, warm up. Use your picture, your video, pregame, warm up. Then he got to go get him a woman in his city to carry out the real deal. So you actually set him up for failure instead of quenching his thirst. He dehydrated now actually because it teased him. Your video, your picture, it teased him. He's not going to tell you this truth because he don't want you to starve him in this area. So he's going to tell you that I'm absolutely full of it and I'm lying and I'm telling you this for money. But what he doesn't know is you're not paying me a dime for this. So therefore, I don't have a reason to lie to you. But I want to see the relationship successful. So understand this here, my brother. Save all of that for when y'all in person. And because lust is not like thirst. Lust cannot be quenched. So when you feed lust, it only gets stronger. So instead of feeding it like that, and then you can't touch your woman, and now you more tempted to go touch somebody else, instead of that, let that there build up. So when you see your woman, y'all could come together. Don't even be with the 5 fingers. Like leave Angela out of it too. And channel that sexual energy into your grind, into your business. Don't have no release. And guess what? It's not gonna kill you. It's not gonna kill you. Cause I done did it. It ain't gonna kill you. But you're gonna have so much creativity, so much hustle and grind in you from saving that in you. Just like in Napoleon Hill book, Think and Grow Rich, he talk about sexual transmutation, where now you channel that into your dream, into your business, into your grind, instead of emptying yourself and releasing yourself outside of your woman. See, stop giving in to that, thinking that that's necessary for life, because it's not. If anything, it's a distraction. That's why fighters, when they're in training camp, they can't do that. They're not supposed to do that, because it's emptying them, it's releasing them, it's draining them. It's a distraction. So understand. Now, number 5 is to see each other in person as often as possible. See each other in person as often as possible. And what you want to do here is, if possible, alternate. So the woman could take off work, use a couple vacation days, fly to the man. And if possible, y'all split the cost. If you're not married, split the cost on the flight, split the cost on the hotel, so that the financial burden is not all on one person. If y'all in this together, so be in it together and split the cost. If everything else is in line. Now, if you a woman and you being talked down to, you being hung up on, then you shouldn't be paying a dime to go visit this man. You actually need to be breaking up. But if everything going good and y'all don't split the cost, unless the man just got it. If he got it, it don't hurt his pockets at all. And you as a woman putting up half for the flight and the hotel is actually hurting your pockets because you don't make nowhere near what he make. And you ain't making that good of money, but he got it to where he a millionaire, or he making like mid six figure, like $500,000 or even 300,000, and he budgets well. He can afford it to fly you to him, pay for your flight, or pay for your hotel if you stand in a hotel, if y'all not sleeping together because y'all saving yourself, or him flying to you and getting a hotel. If y'all are sleeping together, meaning y'all married or what have you, then y'all staying in each other's place. So you just paying for a flight. Then, you book it out in advance far enough and he can afford it. Then by all means, let him pay for it. As the man, if you can afford it, you should pay for it as the man, because that's chivalrous. But if you can't afford it and it's going to drain you too much, then ask your woman, say, hey, can we go half on these here on the flights so that we can make time to see each other? You come to me this month, I come to you next month, and y'all work it out for your finances. Like, forget all this societal demands supposed to pay for everything and all that. Got a little gnat or something flying in here. I think that's the one from the other day. I must have missed it. Yeah, I missed it. Y'all got to forgive me. I hurt my hands and missed the thing. And so forget all that what society talking about. All that right there, that's a gender role. And it's not fair, because with gender roles, you should not be saying, oh, the man have to go broke, flying me to him, paying for flight, paying for hotel. But yet you want to build a financial future with this man, but you got him going broke on flights and hotel and car services and all of that. And then got to be paying for the dates that you go out to dinner and all of that. So it's like you're working against yourself. So if as a woman you earn too, then y'all just go half on that thing. So that way one person account is not being drained so much. And then that's building up resentment in their heart because they're not in that relationship by themselves. So that's the reason, and that's what a lot of people ignorantly do not understand, where the concept of a man paying for everything comes from. That comes from the old days, because women did not have rights. Women could not really work. Women were not paid fair when they did work. Women could not talk in church. Women couldn't speak up in the house. Women were robots. Women were slaves. Women were not allowed to vote. And so it was the man's job to work and to pay for everything, but he also got to dominate that woman. We don't live in those same times today. Women are capable. Women earning 6, 7 figures. Women got good jobs. So be okay as a woman if you earn enough money to go half on the flight or the hotel with the man. And if he can't afford anything and he just wants you to pay for it as the woman because you make 150,000, 200, 300,000, that's not fair either as the woman, because men get complacent too easy. So even with that, where I say the man could pay everything if he can, yes, it's a double standard because we're not wired the same. Men will kick up our feet and we'll get complacent if the woman paying for everything. And that will mess up our ego, because we'll start to feel like less of a man because she could pay and we can't. And then we'll start to resent that woman for being able to wear the pants, quote unquote, because it's playing on the mind of societal conditioning, where that should not be the case, but that'll be the case because of the mental programming that the man is under. Now, if he's not under that mental programming, so he claims, I don't believe it. But he may say, well, no, I'm not gonna resent you because you make more money than me and you can pay for the flight and the hotel. It's not gonna make me feel less about myself as a man, and I'm not gonna feel like you wear the pants. Like, no, you could wear the skirt and still make more money than me. Like, that's sexist. That's all of that. He may say all of that right there, but because of that mental programming, he got to be very evolved to really mean that and believe that when he says that. And you'll be able to tell by his other views in life as it relates to women's rights and equal pay and things of that nature will let you know if he really believe that talk he talking. And so understand that right there. But you also have to do what y'all need to do for your relationship, and can't nobody tell you what you need to be doing for your relationship. But don't be a dummy. Don't play the fool. Don't set yourself up, for failure. And understand that right there. Y'all forgive me now. Gotta move my little. I'm gonna set up my little mirror. Now, the next thing you have to understand too is when you long distance, make a move. Make a move. What I mean by that is, if you long distance and it's the person, like if the person is deployed, meaning they just over there for 1 year and they're coming back, and you want to stay put, and y'all had a relationship before they went, then okay, cool. Now, if you don't have children and your partner is deployed and they have a base or like apartments that you can go over and you can live with your partner, and you don't necessarily need money because the housing is paid for, food is paid for, y'all living on the base, you got marriage benefits or what have you, then live with them. Live with them for that year. Then you come back, you get back on your job. Like, if you could be in person, be in person. If it's not a deployment situation, y'all met online, y'all met through social media or online dating app, and you separate, at the 12-month mark, someone needs to be moving. Whoever has the least to lose, someone needs to be moving. But it needs to be moving on good terms. You need to be best friends. You need to be in love. You need to not be having arguments. You need to be seeing eye to eye. You need to be not have been sending news and building on lust. It needs to be on good terms. You need to be a 90 out of 100 when you rank this relationship if you're going to move. At the 12-month mark, if you're not a 90 out of 100 when you rank your relationship, which is an A, it's still an A minus. But if you're not an A minus when you rank your relationship at the 12-month mark, long distance relationship, then break up. Break up, because you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. For a long distance relationship to work, it needs to be near perfect. Because remember, you don't get to see each other. You don't get to touch each other. You don't get to hug each other. You can't see what this person is doing when you get off the phone. You don't know if this person doesn't have someone at the house that they're sleeping with or flirting with or talking with or building with. You don't know. So a long distance relationship has to be near perfect for you to stay in it. You in a long distance relationship for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, more, you are absolutely wasting all of your time. That is the fakest relationship, and that is a figment of your imagination. And you blocking your blessings because there's so many people right in your city that you could build with, that you could have been married. You could have been in a relationship right in your city, but you got somebody, especially if it's a man, that he way over there, that man doing everything under the sun. Because if he wanted you, he'll propose and he'll marry you. He will move to you because a man could get it how he live. So if a man love you, he don't mind. Men like change. Men like getting out their city to make their city think they moving on up and they doing good. A man like the change. A man like a new change of scenery. A man want to move if he love you. And some men have moved for their woman long distance and then broke up with her and stayed in that city because he liked that change of scenery. Some men will actually use you to move to your city to live with you to get on their feet so they can leave you. So definitely understand that if men will misuse it, a man who is not moving for you, and he don't work for like the president or like some type of job to where he just absolutely cannot move because his job is that serious, then he don't love you and he don't want to be with you, and you got to go on about your business. Go on about your business. Because see, I can tell you how a man move now, how a man think. And the men who doing what I'm saying, doing the wrong stuff, they're going to be in the comments arguing. That's how you know I'm telling you the truth. They're going to be in the comments arguing. Now, a man who is an exception to the rule, he's going to talk like an exception to the rule. He's going to behave like an exception to the rule. He's going to think like an exception to the rule. This man has an anointing on his life. He has a covering on his life. This man is loved in the community or feared because of his clean, pure, righteous walk. This man is not asking you for news. He is not asking you for videos. He is not asking to sleep with you. This man is a man of valor, a man of character. He's saving himself unto marriage, and he wants to build on a firm foundation of friendship. That is the only type of man that you can trust long distance. If he is not that guy, pal, then all 6 of these, that last one what I gave you was a bonus. All 5 plus the bonus have to be enacted. They have to be being done, and they have to be being done almost to perfection. Perfection is not attainable, but it need to be real close. A 90 out of 100, a 9 out of 10 for this thing to work. Because listen, long distance ain't real. It ain't even real for men especially. So it got to be done the right way. And if it's not done the right way, listen to me when I tell you, it's going to fail. And you will know if you're on the right path and if it's being done the right way by the end of the 12th month. At the end of the 12th month, you need to make a decision. Either y'all are in love, lovers and best friends, and the woman is going to move to the man, or the man is going to move to the woman. If you're not ready to get married, you still can move to the other. Somebody moves to the other person. Stay separately. Still could have 2 apartments just like you had long distance. Don't go to hollering by, oh, we need to save money, let's move in together. No, you can stay separately and still get to see each other every day. Don't spend the night. Keep building the same way you were building. But now you could come over, he cooked dinner, you cook dinner, he cooked dinner, you cook dinner, y'all taking turns. And then on the weekend, y'all go on a date, go on a weekend trip. And you do that for 1 year. Then that 3rd year, you get married. That 3rd year, you get married. If you are a man and you watch this, if you love this woman and you feel this woman has the qualities of a wife and a mother, if y'all want to have kids, or if she's going to be a bonus mom to your kids, then you need to be proposing to this woman. But especially if y'all were long distance for a year, that next year y'all need to be living in the same city. And then on year 3, you need to propose to this woman. If you don't feel ready to propose to this woman in the 3rd year of this long distance relationship and this 1 year close distance relationship, that is not your wife, and you need to break up with her so she can start her healing process and move on with her life, and you need to move on with your life, because it is not rocket science when it comes down to finding a wife. So if you don't love her on the level that you want to marry her, that's not your woman. Be a good man, be a decent human being, call the relationship off so that you could keep your harvest intact. Because if you go to sowing bad seeds by dragging this woman out, dragging this woman along, you got a price to pay. And when you meet the woman that you love and you fall in love with her, she's going to crush your heart because you just did that to another person. That's how what goes around comes around. You're gonna reap what you sow. So as a man, stop playing the woman, stop cheating on the woman, stop lying to the woman, stop deceiving the woman, stop running game on the woman, and do right by somebody's daughter. This somebody's daughter. This God daughter. Do right by if you want your life as a man to be blessed and to go up the way you want it to go up. Stop asking her to be your orange star. P-O-R. Your orange star. Stop and sending you all them pictures and videos. Stop asking her for that. You put her life, you put her reputation, all of that at risk, because any of this could be hacked on the cloud. Don't talk, oh, we got a VPN. It's okay, and anything that could be coded could be decoded. All this on the cloud. You already know this. You could lose your phone. Somebody get into your phone. Hack your phone, get in your phone. She could lose hers. And she done sent all that. One of these days, she gonna go to Senate and send it to somebody else who name start what your name start with. Or she go to Senate and she thinking she done click your little bubble and she done click her mama bubble. Because she was just texting her mama and now her mama looking at her news. What in the world? Oh my goodness, Cheryl. Christy, what are you doing? Is this how I raise you? You got your cha-cha all out. Is this some kind of TikTok nasty joke? Her mama sitting over there looking at her daughter butt bonky naked. Ain't seen her like that since she was 5 years old when she used to give baths. And now her mama done fell out. Her mama had another 5-10 years to live. Now her mama going home early to meet the Lord because she thinking her daughter working in some kind of industry. You see what I'm saying? Like, cut all that out and build on a healthy, firm foundation of love and friendship. Be intentional, be diligent, be committed, be consistent, and make a move. Make a move, because life is not to be wasted. Hey, this is Tony Gasson. God bless you. We'll talk soon.